Marsilio Ficino, the guy who created the term Platonic, he was like Italian Renaissance philosopher. He sort of said that like Platonic love is divine enough to transcend the physical. And so in some ways he saw it as the superior form of love because it wasn't physical. And I think when it comes to romantic love, it's beautiful, but without romantic love that includes friendship, sometimes we rely on chemistry rather than true compatibility. And I think sometimes we tend to be more clear-eyed about compatibility when we're thinking of people as friends, and that hopefully, even if we are looking for romance, that we also consider that we should find someone we'd also be really good friends with.
You, while the ancients obviously knew a lot about friendship, they couldn't have known all of the things that you alluded to a moment ago when you talked about in your work, you're wanting to point people to evidence-based advice on how to practice these things. So they couldn't have done all the kind of fascinating scientific, psychological, neuroscience kind of studies that have been done. So point us towards some of the most important findings with regard to the practice of friendship as to what it does for us and what it does to us from that kind of perspective.
Well, the most popularly cited statistic is that loneliness is as toxic for our bodies as smoking 15 cigarettes a day, which is wild because people will not smoke 15 cigarettes a day, but they'll go lonely for long periods of time. And like the reason is like friendship makes us feel higher levels of oxytocin, which researchers also consider the fountain of youth as a hormone. And so the things that help us connect are also the things that keep us young. There's even research that when people are exposed to the common cold, they are, many times less likely to actually contract it when they feel very connected to others. So I think people could guess that like friendship does something for our mental health, which it definitely does. I mean, when you look at studies on very happy people, their most defining characteristic is not how spiritual they are, how much they exercise, all the things you'd expect. It is how connected they are. But there's also this very strong impact on our physical health as well, that our level of connection impacts.